Hi everybody, welcome to the Messy Cook by Dale. I hope you're all doing well and thank you again for all your support. Now you may ask yourself, why is the Messy Cook wearing her pajamas? Well, the reason for that is this recipe has to be done early and it cooks all day. We are having Byron Boys Epic Chili. It's a favorite. Now, why Byron Boys? Well, the Byron Boys are a bunch of kids, boys, that have grown up with our boys, and they've known each other almost 40 years, if not more. They've been there with each other. They've never lost touch. They are so supportive of one another, and they love each other. And frankly, we love them too. They've been very supportive to our family over the years, so to them. And I've made this for them growing up, and they've loved it. And they called it the Epic Byron Boys Epic Chili, not my name. And ever so often now, I mean, many of them have families of their own now, so we don't get to see them as much as we'd like to. But every now and again, I have a chili feast that I invite them all over with their partners, and we have a meal. And it's a night filled with talk, 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 argue, 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 laugh, laugh, laugh. It's wonderful. And these are a great bunch of kids. So I'm going to mention them. Give them a mention here.
They're from Byron Street.
Oh yes, and the reason why the Byron Street is because when we lived in the burbs, we lived on Byron Street, and all these kids would come over on our stoop. They called it, they were stooping it, and they would sit there for hours and talk and have fun and play games, well, and get into trouble, I'm sure. And so they called themselves the Byron Boys, and like I said, they're great kids. So here they are. I hope I haven't forgotten anybody. I'll hear about it if I have. We have Blake, Jen, Bubba, Helen, Little Steve, George, Pat, Pam, Ryan, Melanie, Chris, Melissa, Alex, Eric, Michelle, James, Catherine, Jason, Edelyn, Tim, and Andrea. This is for you. All right, so we're going to get started. We start with 2 onions, or one really big one like I have here, 6 cloves of garlic, and a red pepper, which I've sweated in the pot. I take it out, and now I am frying up 2.5 pounds of minced meat, lean minced meat. Now, I have made it in the past for the boys with tofu, and they never knew. At least they said they never knew. I would fry up the tofu with some Worcestershire sauce, make it look brown, and I made my chili and they never knew. And I've also, I have never made it with chicken or turkey, ground chicken or turkey. I'm not sure I don't know if it's legal, to be honest, but this is the traditional chili. And this is my recipe. And by the way, I've never written this thing down. So I am really on the fly right now. What I do is I start my chili and I just throw all kinds of stuff in it. So I'm going to, when this video is over, I'm going to sit down, I'm going to try to write it out for you so that you can make it for your family. And the Byron Boys, I want you to start making it too. I know you like to come to Ma's place, but you know, make your own for your kids and your family. What else did I want to say? Yeah, so we're frying up this. I like to make a mega batch. You can cut this in half. Oh, about the spices, that's what I wanted to say. So the spices that I put in, and I put a little bit of this, a little bit of that, it's never the same way twice. My chili is always different because I might take away something, I might put more of this and whatever. The stars aren't aligned, or the universe is doing something crazy. Whatever it is, it's different. So we start with smoked paprika, cumin. I'm going to get rid of these as I do it. Oregano, garlic powder. We have coriander, cayenne pepper, and chili. Those are the basic, and salt and pepper, of course. And what I do is I put all those spices together. I take about a tablespoon or 2 of each, and I put it into a jar, and I make my own chili powder. And then I just throw it in. It makes it really easy. All right. Yeah, so I really make a big batch because it freezes beautifully. And I always give some away. Like today, Tim and Andrea are going to get some. George is going to get some. Little Steve is going to get some. So we'll probably have barely enough for us to eat. All right. So I've got the meat going. I got my trusty meat cutter upper. And that looks pretty good to me. All right, so this gets put away, out of the way. All right, next we're going to add the onions and garlic and red pepper back in and get that going. Like that. Okay, next, now let's just throw everything in. So let's see, let me mix this up a bit. This is going to be one heck of a batch, I'm telling you. Okay, next is going to be my spices. I like to put the spices in before everything else so that they get a chance to become aromatic, and it's just what I've always done. I don't know why I do it. Okay, so I'm gonna start with 2 tablespoons. Now, you can always add heat, but you can't take it away. So I really caution you to go easy on the heat at first. You can always add it later. And as it cooks, it gets even spicier. I'm going to put 3 in. I should have a secretary here helping me write all this down. Oh, this should be fun. Okay, so that's that. Spices are in. So again, I told you what all those spices were. I have a feeling I'm going to have to add more. Okay, take a look at this, Dan. Looking good. That's 1 big pot of chili. Okay, next, 2 jalapeños, fresh jalapeños that I chopped up super duper small. That goes in. Next, I like to add these. These are chopped green chilies. I add 2 of those with the sauce and everything. That goes in there. Okay. Next, these are chipotle peppers in adobe sauce. I'm going to put half in because I don't know how much I really need in there, but there you go. Look at this. Look at this. You know what? Wow. These are great. Okay. Whoops. Okay. So there you go. They're all in. I don't know. Okay. So let's get that going. Okay, we've got a can of niblets corn. You can put fresh corn or you can put the frozen stuff, I guess. That goes in there. All right. It's already smelling so good. I don't know if I'm going to have enough room in this thing. Okay, next, we're going to put in some brown sugar. Always a good idea to put a little bit of brown sugar in there just to cut the acidity, bring some sweetness in. We're going to say a good heaping tablespoon full of that. All right, next, let me make sure I got everything. Tomato paste. We're not making a tomato sauce, so you got to go easy on this. This just brings a richness to it. So I'm talking about, what, 2 tablespoons, I guess? Yeah, 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. That goes in there. You can eat it just like this. Fantastic. Okay, next. Secret ingredients, cocoa powder. I learned this years and years ago. I don't know why we put it in, but you do. About a tablespoon of that. Just brings richness to the chili. Another one, Guinness beer, a good dark stout. You're gonna put a bit of that in here too. We don't put it all. You put about a half.
Save some for me.
Well, I'm going to say, Dan, that there's half of it left over. So there you go. You have your lunch. Too early to drink it now. But then again, you know, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, right?
Yeah, 5 o'clock somewhere.
Okay. Oh, man. That smells good. Okay, next. We've got 2 cans of the tomatoes. My favorite tomatoes. And I've crushed them up with my hands. So that goes in there. Mamma mia, look at this. Holy macaroni. Okay, I'll put the cocoa in. Oh my gosh. This looks delicious already. I mean, it's easy. Still got the beans to go. Whoops. You're gonna have cleaning up to do. I tried to, before, when I did all my prep, Dan and I put everything away and we cleaned up to make it look nice and neat. We're trying. Okay. Salt and pepper. Again, easy on the salt. You can always add it later. But this is 1 big mega chili, so Love having food. Oh, Worcestershire sauce. And of course, the most important thing here is to taste, taste, taste. Make sure you taste your chili and adjust it as you go along. A whole bunch of that. I like to put in Bavro beef stock. I'm going to say 2 tablespoons, 3 maybe. Again, I can adjust that later. I will go back and taste it and find out what it needs and go from there. Oh, damn, does this look good or what? All right, now the beans. 2 cans of kidney beans that have been rinsed and drained. There we go.
Full.
We're full, same as usual, but it will cook down. Look at this. Okay, so I'm going to give it a taste, just an initial taste, and we're going to cook it for about 4 hours on low on the stove, with no cover, and I'm going to taste it like every half hour or whatever, just to make sure that just to make sure the spices are right. Oh, I know what I forgot too.
Oh, a little heat.
A little heat. Well, I better taste it first. Oh, I was going to say a bad word, but oh my God. That's pretty good. Do I have everything? I do. Okay, let me give this a little. Oh, this looks good. Oh, little Steve, Tim and Andrea and George are going to get lucky today. Well, at least for food. All right, so that's it. I'm going to go have a shower. I'm going to go get dressed, and we will see you back here in about 4 or 5 hours. Again, don't forget to taste. And this is a basic recipe, and now it's up to you to make it your own. But this is how you can start. All right, see you in about 4 hours. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. The chili is done. So it cooked for about 4 hours. I was tasting it. What I did add was a bit more brown sugar. I added a little more salt as well. I also added a 14-ounce can of tomatoes. I just wanted a little bit more in here, so I added that. I want to tell you about the chipotle peppers. I added these, the whole can. And I thought they were chopped up, and they weren't. So I just threw them in. And then as I was cooking it, I realized they weren't breaking up. So I hand-picked them out. I chopped them up and I put them back in. That way you don't have any big chunks lying around. So be careful when you buy these. Make sure they're cut up, or if they're not, do it before you start. Okay, what else? I also went in there and I picked out sometimes the tomatoes have skin on them still, even though they're canned. So, and the texture just is not pretty. So I went and sort of picked out whatever I could find in there. So now this is perfect. It smells wonderful. Okay, so I'm going to put the recipe underneath. And again, taste it. Find your own recipe, but this is the basic of it. So this is how we serve it. So you get a nice big bowl, like that. You put a little bit of cheese on. This is Monterey Jack and cheddar. You can also put on some sour cream. My son Tim especially likes to do that. And you can put on some cilantro if you want. Okay, let's give it a try. Oh, that is good. It's got heat, so be careful with the heat. Again, don't put it a lot. Start off really slow and then add it as you go. Excellent. Well, thanks so much for joining me. This is my recipe for chili, Byron Boys Epic Chili. I hope you enjoy it. And Byron Boys, watch this. Start making it yourself. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Miss you guys. All right, so remember to like and subscribe if you like what we did today. Stay safe. Do what you have to do to get through this mess. And most of all, forget the mess. See you next time. Enjoy your chili. So good.